The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Titans and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, and here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters, and of course the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that Week 1 roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories, and they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart on their career, but they use the preseason, in this game in particular, to springboard some momentum into the regular season.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And here we go from New Orleans. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
Well, it was another very statistically productive season down in New Orleans for Derek Carr a season ago. Another 25 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards. And what I love about this guy is he is remarkably durable. He's played 15-plus games all 10 seasons that he's been a starter in this league. That's called the ability of durability, to be there for you guys. Now, the next step in New Orleans is to take this franchise to the playoffs.
Carr here from the gun. That's caught by Chris Olave. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They kick the running back in motion. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Slot man in motion left. From the 44 here on 2nd down. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. There it is! Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And leading them out is their second-year quarterback from Kentucky. He earned several starts as a rookie. It's Will Levis.
I would argue the NFL today is populated with some of the best athletes playing quarterback we have ever seen, and Will fits into that mold. He's big, he's strong, and man, did he have a breakout debut with 4 touchdown passes a year ago in his opener. The challenge was the consistency, and that was for the entire team. He's hoping year 2, and gaining on that rookie experience can help him take that next step. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They get to Pollard on the option. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackle on the play by Cameron Jordan. Saints with 6 DBs out there. We've got a dime look for them on 3rd down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here comes the Titans punting unit. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Saints will get set to take over. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Monty Hooker with the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. This is reeled in by Kamara. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shaheed motioning right. Carr throwing on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Titans will get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Levis here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
And this one does not go far. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. From the gun, Levis. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Carr. He finds Johnson. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll motion him out of the backfield. And his pass is going to fall incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? They go play action with Carr. Gets this one to Shaheed. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Carr. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints pull out in front further, 13-zip. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And the Saints grab it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Saints come marching onto the field. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run for Kamara. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Titans and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a 1st down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. And he'll get it up to the 27. 2nd and 3 now. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun now for Levis. Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Levis from the shotgun. Caught by Pollard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Short side option here. He's running left. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Levis now on first down. Has his man, it's Ridley. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hand up, running left, Pollard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Looking to throw, Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Calvin Ridley with a touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. Kamara running out of the gun. He cuts it right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the air, Carr. Taken in by Shaheed. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. He's got Shaheed. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Throwing again, it's Carr. Finds him over the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Arden Key there for the stop.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
It's Kamara on third down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Joseph Charlton on again for another punt. Tony Pollard on to return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. The Titans and receiver Calvin Ridley back out again on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Throwing now from the gun. Pass caught by Ridley. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They'll come up 1st and 10. Levis now off the play fake. Left side, caught by Ridley. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the play fake, it's Levis. He's going to push one deep. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Carr now on 1st and 10. This is complete to Olave. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
That's good for the Saints.
Carr off the play fake. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now here comes the Titans on offense.
at their own.
Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. First and 10, it's Pollard. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They give on second to Pollard. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Really gay there on the tackle. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Levis. Completed to Pollard. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Levis back to throw. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
He's on the move. He can run it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Here's Levis. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints and Derek Carr about ready to get back to work. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Carr with it on first. Buying some time left. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Pistol snap to Carr. Completes this one to Hill. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Levis to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Levis throwing again. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Titans will have a first down. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun now for Levis. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans make it a one-score game in the first half. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Running back sent in motion. Carr here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Now hang on, we do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. Motioning one of the tight ends. They go play action with Khan. Oh, put some heat on this deep. He's got it inside the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 13-point lead. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. They've got first down from the 31. Slot man in motion right. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, and if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
This one finds Boyd. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, Levis finds the in route complete. This is ahead for about 5. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the 47. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Saints grab it!
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Saints send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They send a tight end in motion. Running behind center with Kamara. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Levis from the shotgun. Short pass brought in. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Levis here on 1st down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. It's the Titans with 1st and 10. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. He's got Ridley here on the slant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans chop some of the lead off before the half. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans get it back to a 14-point game.
Titans 21.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Carr. He's got a man left. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Carr back to throw. He finds Johnson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Connects with Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Carr. Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So we're at halftime here in beautiful New Orleans. And it's the Saints who've got the lead as we head to the break. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. We saw a strong first half from the veteran quarterback, Derek Carr. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter,
now is
2 more in the second.
Away.
4 touchdown passes all told, and he's likely not
Jackson
done
now to
yet.
return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Again, a run with Pollard. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Levis now on 1st down. Looking right, and he finds him. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, These little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Titans will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Looking to throw, Levis. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Levis throwing again. Big man showing up the yards. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. From the red zone now. Brought in by Burks. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Into the hands of Okonkwo. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Shotgun now for Levis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Kamara. Down the sideline inside the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Completed to his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Kamara's got it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a run with Kamara. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Carr here from the gun. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. From the gun, Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. And in motion, out of the slot. Here he is on 3rd and long. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. Here comes the Saints offense. And all the touchdowns are sure going to catch some eyes around the league, but sure not unexpected for those of us who saw how well he was throwing it back when he got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's only continued to improve and play better as this defense tried and failed to find any way to slow him down.
Carr now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing his Carr. He's got Shaheed. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 46. Gets this to Johnson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Carr setting to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. Second down now, 7 to go. Pistol snap to Carr. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage. More importantly, go exploit it.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, first and 10. Levis from the shotgun. Pass caught by Ridley. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. On the play fake, it's Levis. Finds a man right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's second and 2. Okonkwo brings it in. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing now on first down, Levis. Completed to Pollard. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Levis to the air now. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tennessee.
Levis now off the play fake. It is caught left side. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Levis throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. Here we go, third and less than a yard. First throw for the backup now. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll They'll try and punch it in. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions. Volk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans get it back to a 14-point game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, he certainly went all out for that block. Didn't find the football, but he did find the punter. And the roughing call keeps that offense out there with a new set of downs. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Here's Williams to start the drive. In the middle holds, they don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Rattler. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throw complete to Williams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Brought in right side. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
From the 23. Caught by Westbrook-Akine. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 34. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking for a throw here. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives them new life and this 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, Well, it came at the perfect time.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The offense headed back to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away, but that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Motioning the tight end now. First down from the red zone. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Now looking to throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans field goal. Only a 20-yarder here. The kick by Gano is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
On the return, here's Mims. His return makes it up to the 25. Another drive coming up for this offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Complete out to the right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 3.
Rattler back to throw. That's incomplete left side.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And he's going to be brought down after a small gain to the 18. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Back to throw. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play, and the Titans will have a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
First down, Titans.
Pass play now. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds a man right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play with a reliable source of yardage.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Lone back gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Buys time, rolling right. And they take this in for the score. The Titans now within 1 score in the 4th. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Saints come marching onto the field. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Rattler. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rattler to the air now. Got his target. It's Hill. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints with a 5-point lead. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Up the gut they go with Williams. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. They go with Williams on the counter. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another run for Williams. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Here he is to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Saints in victory formation, content to just knee this out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Saints. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.
Let's do it,